All right, so let's have a look at this set. This is a set of cumulative data. We can find such kind of sets very often in CAT these days. So let's read it out. So between 1999 and 2003, Ultratech was a choice of all prospective employees such that once a person was recruited, never left the company. All right, the following table provides the number of employees in Ultratech at the end of the year of time period 1999 to 2002. The table also captures the education level of employees. Ultratech does not employ who are not at least matriculates, and a person gets recruited. Once a person gets recruited, he cannot pursue further education. That means the minimum qualification to join is you have to be a matriculate, and once you join the organization, you cannot study further, right? Now, if we read out the note here, it is necessary for a doctorate to be a postgraduate, for a postgraduate to be a graduate, for a graduate to be a matriculate. That means, this means the number of matriculates also include those who have gone ahead and done their graduation, post-graduation, doctorates. All right. Similarly, for the number of graduates and postgraduates, this particular information can decode the question very easy for you. Now, what does it mean? It means if we have 64 matriculates at the end of year 1999, this is basically the total number of employees in the organization in 1999 end. Now, out of these 64 matriculates, 52 people were graduates as well, right? So the only number of matriculates will be 64 minus 52, that is 12. There will be 12 people who will be just matriculates. Now, out of 52 graduates, 17 people were postgraduates as well. So if we have to calculate only graduate, it will come out to be 52 minus 17, that is 35. Now, out of 17 postgraduates, 5 were doctorates as well. So if we have to calculate only postgraduate, there will be 12, 17 minus 5. And we have 5 doctorates. This is the information, this is the way we can decode the entire table, right? Now let's try to solve the questions. We need not to make this table initially because probably we may not need them. So the first question is, at least how many graduates joined Ultratech in the year 2001? Now the question being asked is at least how many graduates. I mean, the person who are joining, there should be at least graduates, right? So we can see that after 2000 there were 112 graduates, and in 2001 we have 150 graduates. So the difference here is coming out to be 38. So the answer will be 38. Now, how many postgraduates who did not continue their education to become doctors joined Ultratech in 2001 and 2? So we have to calculate the exact number of postgraduates who did not become doctors. So let's calculate the number of postgraduates only in the year 2000. So it should be 37 postgraduates were there, out of which 16 were. Sorry, we have to calculate the number of people who joined it, joined 1 and 2. Okay. So we have here 50 graduates in 2001, 37 graduates in 2000, postgraduates in 2000. So out of these 37 postgraduates, 16 became doctorates, right? So we have only 21 postgraduates, or just postgraduates. And in this case, we have 50 postgraduates, out of which 24 became doctorates. So just postgraduates will be 26, right? And in this case, 62 postgraduates, out of which 28 were doctorates. So only postgraduates are 34, right? Now we have to calculate the number of people who were only postgraduates who joined in 2001 and 2002. So we can see in 2001 the difference is coming out to be 5, and in 2002 that this particular difference is coming out to be 8. So the total number of people who joined, who were just postgraduate and joined in this period, were 13. So the answer to this question will be 13. Now we have this question: how many employees joined Ultratech in the year 2000? In 2000, the number of employees, we can just calculate it from here. We had 64 people. Now we have 132 people. So the difference coming out is to be 68. Now, how many employees joined Ultratech in the period 1999 to 2002? Now we know the number of people who were at the end of 1999. So we cannot tell about the people who joined in 1999. Hence, the answer to this question will be cannot be determined. Now, if we have to solve it for the number of people employees who joined in the period 2000 to 2002. Now, before 2000, the number of employees were 64. And at the end of 2002, they are 268. So the difference coming out here is 204. So these will be the number of people who will be joining within this period. So this was not a very difficult question, not a very difficult set. I hope it's clear now.